tell me a little bit about that? Did things get a little bit personal now?
Yeah, a little bit more personal because, I did respect him. I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried.
The just concluded press conference between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez.
During a heated press conference with Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, I ended the call. Canelo Alvarez struck Terence Crawford after chaos broke out in the crowd. Now, Canelo Alvarez may face a fine from boxing officials for his actions.
About the shove, that moment that happened on stage.
Oh. I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more.
According to a statement released after the altercation, Terence Crawford said he would hold back his anger until fight night, but Canelo Alvarez pushed him too far. I'll get my payback in the ring no matter what, just watch me, Crawford warned. After agreeing they didn't need to trade insults, both fighters suddenly began shoving, cursing, and even tossing objects at each other. Clearly, few were prepared for this kind of chaos, as officials only urged the rivals to calm down and show respect. Things are spiraling out of control fast.
Let him down, man. You know what I mean? I don't care about him down himself. Yeah.
Can I just ask, obviously he pushed you at the last press conference. Do you think at that point you got in his head for that?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what's in his head. I don't know what he's thinking about, So I don't know.
Things could spiral out of control on fight night if this tension keeps building. One of these fighters might suffer the first knockout loss of their career, and the bout could unfold far differently than expected. Just before the fight, Canelo Alvarez heard some harsh words from Terence Crawford's coach. Brian "Bo-Mac" McIntyre boldly predicted Crawford would dominate Canelo by a wide margin. "We're going to beat this wild dog," McIntyre declared. "Step in that ring. It won't be easy, but we're going to crack him over the head." What McIntyre said, "I promise you that. Check it out. I haven't steered you off track yet to begin with. I'm not in the business." When I tried to tell them about Errol Spence Jr., they wouldn't listen. Crawford, his student, said something about the fight that made him sound more sure of himself than he ever has, and he still thinks he will easily beat Canelo. Crawford promised that he would beat Canelo in their next fight. He used to be the real middleweight champion and has never lost. He is getting ready to go to Las Vegas. Fans who thought Canelo would win his unbeaten super middleweight title on September 13th were wrong. According to the 41-0 star.
Don't mean nothing. You ain't no Bud Crawford. They don't have that mentality. Having that mentality and going upside the...
Before his clash with Canelo, Crawford told his fans back home in Nebraska, all those doubters are going to cry when they get back home at the end of the day. Later, at the press conference, host Todd Grisham asked both fighters what they thought about the upcoming showdown. Crawford responded with calm authority, saying he doesn't care how the fight ends if it goes the distance. What matters to him is staying in control of the things he can dictate inside the ring. "I can't focus on the judges," he said. "All I need to do is trust my skills and handle business in the ring. That's how you win the battle."
I meant that. Everybody's talking about the size and, me being a smaller fighter, but if you look on the stage, I've been sparring these big dudes my whole career.
As I've always said, any boxer can be knocked out. Canelo's chin is strong, his bone structure is solid, and he's rough with undeniable skill. Sure, there have been moments where he's been hurt, but never to the point where it was truly exposed. Still, under the right conditions, anyone can go down. I've always been the one to step up and take charge when the moment called for it, and this is no different. Canelo won't ruin my moment. It's that simple. Crawford is tough, and Canelo knows it, especially since he's daring to move up in weight classes to face him.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
When asked about his September 13th clash against an undisputed champion who has conquered multiple weight classes, the Mexican icon made it clear that size wouldn't be an issue. He reminded everyone that he had already proven himself in the ring from a young age. "I've been in that position before, and I don't even think about it," Canelo said. "I don't worry about the work. I always prepare the same way, no matter how big the fight is. I'm here to win, and winning is always on my mind because it changes everything. I'm grateful to Netflix, Turkey, and all the fighters involved. My number one goal is to make history, and I'm thankful to be in this moment."
What would you say from memory that you first thought this fight was a real possibility, that you started thinking about this fight actually happening?
Well, I started thinking about it, a couple of years ago when they started talking about Spence fighting Canelo. Then just, sizing him up, like, all right, how tall is he? How long his arms and things like that, just sizing him up like that and going to his fights and things like that.
The letters that the main fighters wrote to their fans before the big showdown set the stage for the rivalry. "Everyone knows I'm always ready for battle. I always bring my best," one boxer declared. "I just want to thank you for all the support. It means everything. I hope you'll be there cheering me on when I win." As the journey moved from Omaha, Nebraska to Las Vegas, Crawford told his team to show up looking sharp. He also promised his fans that he would take down Canelo, so they could celebrate another historic achievement together.
Of experts, I think Canelo's not the same fighter. His punch output's a lot less. What do you think, considering the last 12 months or so? Is he the same fighter he was maybe a few years ago?
I think he is. I just think, he just wasn't up for the Skull fight. And I think, different fighters bring different, energies out of other fighters.
A lot of people are judging you on the Madrimov fight, saying you struggled moving up in weight. You're going further up in weight, and they're saying that's going to go against you based on the Madrimov fight. How do you
"I only tell my team to suit up. It's going to be a huge day for boxing, and we're bringing more jewelry home," Crawford declared. "We're about to make history. He'll be recognized as the 3-division unbeaten king, the first boxer ever to claim that crown. I mean it. I'm not here to learn from anyone else. I refuse to run because I've been fighting my whole life. I told you I would land on you again and again." Before facing Madrimov, Crawford had defended his legacy with 11 consecutive knockouts. But history matters on both sides. Canelo Alvarez, now 34, reminded everyone his battles have already carved a place in boxing story. "That fight with GGG was brutal," he said. "But we won. That's all that matters."
Listen, I called Canelo out because, like I said, he the last great fighter amongst the era that surpassed us. The Floyd, the Pacquiao, the De La Hoya. We both came up in that era, and he was right there with those fighters, and he got the chance to fight the Miguel Cottos, the Floyd Mayweathers, and the Kovalevs and Triple Gs, and I wasn't able to get those.
Ryan Garcia, the popular fighter, recently spoke about the blockbuster showdown between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford, who remains undefeated. Garcia, once the WBC interim lightweight champion, has shared the ring with Alvarez before. Many believe a future clash could even involve Manny Pacquiao, the former world champion. Speaking on this week's highly anticipated event in Las Vegas, the Californian gave his take. He believes there's only one possible path for Crawford to secure victory, but doubts the Nebraska star can pull it off. Still, Garcia, who earned a gold medal and is known for speaking his mind, confidently stated he expects Crawford to defeat Canelo in this historic title fight.
For Canelo, Rod. Keep it a stack. This is the fight of the century. Everybody's talking.
I know.
How do you see it, man?
Man, I really see, I see that Bud is gonna do good. He's gonna do good, but I don't think he's gonna win. But I do see Bud getting a lot of punches off, being able to tag Canelo with some.
He wants Canelo to fight on his own terms in the end, but Garcia believes Canelo's early aggression won't be enough, even though he still has the tools to win. Speaking on Cigar Talk, Garcia admitted, "I don't think he's going to win, but he'll look good." To him, it doesn't matter how strong or flashy the efforts are. He still pictures Crawford landing clean hooks and piling up shots on Canelo. That's the real problem. Nothing has truly changed. Canelo is just receiving more media attention. Garcia doubled down, saying he still sees the same outcome unfolding.
Tag Canelo with some good shots, but they have no effect. That's the thing.
He has the best chin that I've ever
Bro,
seen.
and nothing moves his head.
Yeah, I've never.
So
I seen one time Triple G hit him and he kind of like, and then he's right back on it.
Bro, that's the thing. Like, I know he's gonna be able to hit Canelo because I've seen Canelo in sparring where he like, not that he's getting hit, but he is.
Netflix's Andre Ward, who will be covering the Crawford versus Canelo fight, has already shared his prediction on how it might end. He explained that one of Canelo's greatest strengths is his presence inside the ring. No matter the situation, he stands tall, even when he looks calm or relaxed, giving the impression that he's always in control. Ward noted that after seeing Canelo's recent Instagram story, many fans felt it gave off an energy that could leave opponents restless and drained before the fight even begins.
In the beginning, because Crawford is a great fighter as well. I think that the size difference is going to be too much for Crawford. And I think that once they start mingling and battling, I think that Canelo might be able to get Crawford. But anything can happen. I mean, Crawford can catch him on chin.
Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez are puncher boxers, not just boxer punchers. Ward explained that both of them can box at a high level, but that's not what drives them. They want to inflict damage. For many, boxing is an outlet, a way to escape, to focus, or to prepare for something greater. But by September, both Crawford and Canelo will need to show they can punch and box. Each man knows how to use power effectively, but the key will be patience before unleashing it. While Ward shared these insights in his poll, he carefully avoided picking a winner.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise
but look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
Ward did, however, make it clear in an interview with Fight Hype on August 29th who he believes will win. "I'm going with Terence Crawford," Ward said. His next words highlighted the major weight jump. Terence Crawford might not be able to handle how strong Canelo is. "Now show me that you can break his will inside the war." Ward admitted the fight will be dangerous. He stressed, "I didn't mean to disrespect Canelo when I said that. I'm not betting blindly on Crawford to win right now. I just need to see if he can truly overcome that challenge." Ward then continued to elaborate.
And if Canelo for Terence Crawford, I'm going with Terence Crawford. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. It ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now.
Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford quickly broke their promise to keep things respectful, and their press conference erupted into one of the wildest confrontations in press conference history. 16. The two fighters showed zero respect for each other, unlike with past opponents, trading insults and mockery. But I think I know exactly who lit the fuse.
We are true fighters. Yeah, true fighters, but true fighters. True, yeah, of course. No, not YouTuber fighters. Huh? Not YouTuber fighters. Yeah, of course. They need to talk and talk about the fight because they want to say something. The people know we are great fighters. They want to put a great fight. Yeah, we don't need to talk. I am sure in the end in the mid of September.
The showdown is being hyped as the fight of the century, but Alvarez never believed it would even be close, since Crawford is moving up from light middleweight. He didn't see that jump helping much, dismissing a fight that looked promising with a man who began as a lightweight. When asked what a loss to Crawford, already a two-time undisputed champion, would mean for his record, the Mexican superstar didn't flinch. "He's not going to beat me," the 33-year-old Canelo said calmly. "Don't worry about it. He won't be able to handle me. This fight will go down in history, no doubt about it."
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You're gonna see.
We'll
know
see.
it.
We'll see.
We're gonna see.
"He's a great fighter, but not on my level," Alvarez said confidently at the press conference. "People always talk about my power, but I bring much more than that. This will be one of the best fights of my career. At 34, Alvarez has been in the game since turning pro at just 15 years old, racking up 67 victories, 27 world titles, and 11 world crowns. Facing a younger rival like Crawford didn't shake him one bit. "He won't beat me," Alvarez told the challenger. "Don't worry about it." Crawford, grinning at the comment, fired back with a laugh. "These belts are definitely coming home with me."
Patient enough, knows what he needs to do. But if he prepares for one thing, you come to the ring and do something different, that I know what it was that night. That night, he knew he had to impress. And he knew that, you know, if you know Terence's style, he's trying to line up that straight left, you know. And he got to a point where that became, I gotta have this firework.
Even after 26 fights, Crawford remains the fighter most boxers can only dream of becoming. In a classy nod to Claressa Shields, his fellow American who achieved the same feat in women's boxing, Crawford, the 19-time world champion and unbeaten two-weight king, declared he would be the first man to claim 3 undisputed crowns. "You don't have to remind me. I'll prove it on fight night. I promise you. I'm not like everyone else." Canelo, who has competed between 150 and 175 pounds, fired back, "You don't look different. Nothing's changed. I'm a winner, just like always." Crawford shot right back, "Then pay attention. I'm not like the rest. I'm someone special."
Beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
Crawford turned pro in 2008 at just 20 years old, while Alvarez made his professional debut at only 15. After openly backing Crawford, Alashik said, "This is the fight he's always wanted." Now Canelo is fully prepared for battle. He's one of the last great fighters from a golden era, sharing the stage with legends like Oscar de la Hoya, Manny Pacquiao, and Floyd Mayweather. "When I had the chance to face them, we both grew up. I couldn't make it to those big fights. But this is my big fight. It's my time now." Back in August, Crawford defeated 30-year-old Israel Madrimov to claim the World Boxing Association light middleweight title and hasn't returned to the ring since. Meanwhile, Canelo reclaimed his undisputed 168-pound crown in May after outclassing John Ryder and 32-year-old William Skull.
Whenever I gotta fight, I'ma win. Simple as that. I'm not gonna let somebody else force me or tell me how to fight when I've been fighting my whole life. You know, I won't be running. You know, I could tell you that. But I will be, you know.
He's currently set for a blockbuster Netflix showdown with Crawford in the main event, a fight that could explode inside the ring or spill out somewhere else. Crawford declared, "I can't lose to Canelo." The clash is locked in for the 60,000-seat Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. He fired back, "Come on, man. What do you got planned? I don't need to talk to anybody else about it. Everyone's against me. But I'll never admit another man can whoop me. That's your answer."
Point where that became, I gotta have this firework at the end of the night, and that's what he was stuck on. He won't make that kind of mistake against Canelo Alvarez. And again, you know, coming to the ring, I don't think he expected Madrimov to have this counter-punching style that he came to the ring with, you know.
Excited. I'm very excited, motivated, because this is all about. I want to make history, and I'm very excited for this fight. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing.
However, Canelo fired back, making it clear this is about the great sport of boxing, not street talk. Fans can't get enough when two of the best fighters of all time face off with nothing left in doubt. Both warriors are prepared to leave it all in the ring on fight night. The press conferences gave us a taste of that fire. That's all for now. On our YouTube channel, we bring you the latest boxing stories, events, incidents, and highlights as soon as they drop. Make sure your notifications are on so you don't miss out on content like this.